Good evening, everybody. Welcome in to week 5, day 1 of the final boss draft league. We are entering into the final week of the regular Swiss stage of this season. This is the night. This is going to be these big stakes. One of these teams will be done, and the other team will be getting the final playoff spot for the season. I have with me Icebound, Mr. Big Bound. How are we doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. Looking forward to these games. Very close stakes.
Yes, and
Did
very good.
did Elkay bold?
Yeah, I was just about to say they did bold.
Awesome. So
Awesome.
we have Elkay going bold, which means they will not have their initial 3 bans. That's going to get them some extra points. They are looking to just probably cushion their situation. All that has to be accomplished tonight by the Great Water Fountain team is a single map win will land them the playoff berth. But if Lashback Foundation can 3-0 and even grab any other new champion points, or if they do a bold as well where they would give up their first 3 bans, that might also help them find a way in to the playoffs. But the short of the long is if LK get one match tonight, Lashback may very well be out for the season. I would like to point out that the point value on both teams is evened out. And it would seem, I would say in my little bit of notes, just to give you a little bit of context here, Bound, with all my heart, otherwise known as Kaiser, and then the hashtag Rice is Zhao, or the Great One, as I would call him, and Alune. Those are the kind of the big combos that have been pointed out to me by Tony, who is Ben-Ass up in the top lane, and they have Griffin in the bot lane, so a good tier 2, a good spread with Tony being the anchoring point value, or the lowest point value on the side of Lashback Foundation.
Yeah, that is a pretty strong roster. The Water Fountains, I think Billy is really good. I don't know how he matches up against With All My Heart. Kaiser I know is pretty good, but I know he plays a very carry style where he tries to invade a lot. I think the big thing to watch out for is top lane with Panda Boy and Ben Ass, because Tony usually sticks to the tanks, but if Panda Boy gets a pick and starts snowballing, it makes it really rough for the enemy team.
Indeed. And I'm just looking at my notes here. The standouts that were actually told me by Captain Kell, who is not in right now on the roster. Billy, Veltower, and Braun Pro were actually kind of standouts right around week 2, and I imagine it's only gotten better from there. So we're kind of seeing if Billy, the single tier 1 player on the side of LK, can be pairing up with Braun Pro, or just even if he's going to do a carry role. That's usually what the high level junglers have done in this league, where they'll get a Graves or a Kindred and go ham with that. Bans aren't too much to talk about. I do like the Zinja being taken away. It's a big meta pick in tier 1 and should really be prioritized more often inside of this league. But Lashback Foundation, they've really indexed into a long game here with that Smolder pickup.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what the response is going to be from LK. They go Jinx. I mean, personally, I would just want to slam Prio if I were in their shoes. I feel like I would want to abuse the Smolder picks early game and kind of prevent it from getting later on in the game.
Would you think like a Karma or something like that?
Yeah, like a Kate Karma, something along those lines. Just shove it in, stack dragons, and try and play through Billy to kind of do what he wants on the bot side of the map. But looks like they're going for Jinx Ari. Vladimir in response.
Oh, this is exciting.
Interesting.
So, yeah, Vladimir's been banned consistently throughout all of the streamed games in this season. And sometimes it looks like it's a pocket pick by the top laner that it's banned against. But one of the things that's worth pointing out is that because of the gap in skill sometimes in the top lane, where it could have Striker Jones versus, Dr. Backshot's MD, like if the skill gap is that big, there's not much to be done, and that means that if it might be the presumption being done here by Lashback Foundation that Panda Boy is going to be on a tank roll, so Tony's just going to grab this Vladimir and just be allowed to scale for free into a absolute monstrosity of a team fight character if this game goes later.
Yeah, really interesting support matchup. I don't know if I would opt for Tom Kench or like Rakan into Tom Kench. I feel like it's another case where you really want to go something that like just keeps poking him down.
If anything, most of
Very
the
curious.
agency would be actually into LK's bot lane between the Jinx with a little bit of poke with the zap to slow down, then the Rakan can follow up, and now they're in trouble. And Tom Kench just hasn't had that, 20-second cooldown. I'm going to eat my 80 carry to keep him safe. That's just not what he does anymore.
Yeah.
He has much more of a counter engage option, you could say, and way tankier than Rakan. So we're going to see how this sort of plays out. We did see, I believe it was in one of the games last week, where the Smolder can actually fight way more in the early and mid-game areas of the lane phase. So, I don't know. It's usually fireworks in the top side or in the bot side of the map with how the season's gone.
Yeah. Seeing a Hecarim and a Neferi ban. What am I worried about if I'm Water Fountains?
Yeah, because right now, the mid lane would be open per se for Lashback Foundation. The mid lane and the top and the jungler are still left for Lashback Foundation to confirm. Well, it's a little bit of a disparity. It's top lane for Panda Boy and then the jungle for Billy available if this Vladimir is going top. Everything else looks stock and standard. But that would be sort of the curiosity. What would be a jungler of interest?
Yeah. We take a look at what.
I'm kind of
Really
surprised to not
is.
see Mbessa. I don't know if she's been nerfed in a recent patch, but Mbessa usually has a much higher
is
prio
true.
in this league as a flex pick between, I've seen it played in mid lane, I think, by Zhao himself, as well as, of course, in the jungle and in the top lane, the other two standard positions for the played. There's the Graves.
Graves
There's that.
Slam.
Yep.
I like it.
There's the farming jungler for that late game insurance, that super impactful thing. And there is a bit of agency, especially with the Rakan and the Ahri in the mid and bot lane, to set up for the Graves to come in and add the bonus damage to get some kills onto Smolder or Tom Kench, or if the jungler decides to show their face.
Yeah, we have a lot of options bot side. Looks like LK leans towards Prio in both lanes on the bot side, so they'll be able to do a lot. Invades, stack dragons, do everything they need to do to get ahead early. Smolder is really the scariest thing, along with like the Vlad late game threat. So they're trying to cut that down early as possible.
Yeah, I like the Vi pickup, but I would prefer the Vi to be over on Elkay's side to be paired up with the Ahri. It's a classic LPL combo. The Ornn locked in here for Tony, keeping his tank and keeping actually the engage. The only engage actually, if I look at on the side of Lashback, is either a Lucky from the Depths knockup from the Tom Kench, or the Vi just face tanking into a target on the side of Team Elkay. So a little bit of a less committed engage option with the Call of the Forge God. Okay, see how Elkay went around this out. This is good. Panda Boy's got the counter pick. And what does he want to deal with? Because that Vladimir, that's now going into the mid lane, and it will be the Gwen picked up for Panda Boy. He's going to try to cut down Tony in the top lane.
Yeah, that's an awesome pick. He's just going to have a free lane. He's going to get to scale up nicely. It matches the scaling on the other team. And he's really strong inside. He just has to make sure he survives and like dodges ganks until he's at that point. Let his bot side kind of accelerate him.
So we've got ourselves locked in, ladies and gentlemen. The roles have been decided. The champions have been picked as expected. The Ornn's on the top side with the Vi, Vlad, Smolder, and Tom Kench for Lashback Foundation, while the LK LZS8Ls model have gotten themselves together with the Gwen in the top lane, Graves in the jungle, Ahri in the mid lane, Jinx, and the Rakan in the bot lane. We're going to get ourselves into a short break. Keep that tab open. We will be back right away to get you into the action. We'll see you soon. It's game time, baby. We are on the Rift. Final regular season game here in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. As stated before, this is Lashback Foundation and LK's time to secure the playoff spot. The pressure is on Lashback Foundation. They need to get a clean 3-0 on the evening to get themselves into playoff due to the point system in play for the season. Team LK, they get themselves just one win. It could be this game, and they will have secured their playoff spot.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Luna's covering an invade. Don't know exactly what he's doing, but looks like the water fountain is going to get bot prio, which surprises me. I guess they're concerned about Billy invading Raptors.
Yeah, looking to actually kite out with all my heart Kaiser on the Vi, especially if he's not going to go Q early on the Vi. Going to be able to be run down if Billy wants to get aggressive, but it looks like it's going to be pretty standard across the map. Top lane and bot lane for Elkay is going to be in their advantage.
Yeah, they kind of have control on this first little rotation. So yeah, the waves bounce out. Mid lane, not much happening either. Just standard full clear across the map.
Yeah, full clear custom map. Both
Elkay getting
jugglers.
some nice trades in though.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Eating up.
come on, Zhao. You can dodge that ball. I believe in you, my man. Oh, a little bit of a jump in. Going to be missed there. Braun Pro going in and out, but cannot land the double knockup. I do like the eye he had for that one.
Yeah, trying to get a cheeky little trade in there.
Right now, I'm looking at the pace of the junglers right now. Billy has actually taken himself quickly across the map here. Full clear. It's actually looking like he's going to time himself over. He's pinged over. Looks like he's going to be invading over into the blue buff side. He can get this fast enough. I'm speaking about the jungle while Panda Boy is sitting at 200 health.
Taking some really bad trades.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're about to be worse than endangered, my friend. Oh, and Billy's going to be running around here. The golem is beating up on the Vi. This is a 2-on-1 situation. Billy trying to kite this out, but he is abusing the situation. Veltover is going to come over to try to assist the situation. Charm is going to miss. Might is going to be secured here. Level 3. Kaiser's going to get himself out. Billy, you might want to get yourself...
Billy just pushes him out of the jungle. I don't think there's much they can do to contest this.
They're going to try.
Billy's just so high HP and
Tony's
mid has
moving
prio.
for it, but they're wasting time here. This is going to give time. Yep, and now Zhao has been able to move over, but this is a bunch of wasted time right about now. It's a good double knockup, actually.
Insane knockup.
Juggernaut's going to get
Griffin.
knocked around, licked aggressively by Griffin. Gross. All right, solid.
Lash
solid
Foundation
execution.
finding a really good trade.
Mm-hmm. Good indeed.
Billy found himself ahead in the jungle. Got that blue buff. It's in a really strong position on this next reset.
He's going to get his red buff, and then he'll probably back and get his first round of purchase.
Yeah. Lash Foundation topside are really behind right now. Especially with All Might blowing Flash, too.
Yeah, Flash is burned on their side. No other summoners have really been spent. Flash by the Vel Tower, that faded Flash Charm over there by the blue buff. You gotta kind of give it to Tony right now. He's actually held himself very well so far in the early levels against this Gwen. Not really getting snipped too far too often.
Yeah. I think Ornn does have a little bit of an advantage, but once it hits 6, like Gwen just runs him down.
The
6
all-in
first item.
the all-in with the needlework is kind of hard to deal with, and if she can land her null zone, the Ornn Horn will do nothing for them.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Looking for a nice W.
Shield's going to be put on over. Juggernaut's actually going to flash away, but now it's the Rakan that's kind of in trouble here. Get licked once more. The stun can come off, but I don't think he's got the tongue lash. Flash is going to be spent from him as well. And
Really scary.
This is what I was talking about. The assertiveness from a Smolder bot lane that's well coordinated cannot be trifled with. The amount of range that he has with his spells, with the Achu, with the fire breath, can't really be understated. And so that will actually secure the wave push in here. It's a cannon wave. Jinx is on their way back, but they're going to lose a couple of minions here. Going to be cleaned up by Braun Pro. Now that level 6 has been actually brought over. Ben Ass not with his own level 6 just yet. Veltar, you've been caught out here. That's going to be the stun nailing down. Vladimir is going to be able to get himself a nice cleanup. Well, auto attack, first blood picked up. That trade did not go well topside.
That is surprising. Pandaboy had the timer and everything. It's this thing we're seeing where the water fountains topside just needs to like let themselves scale into the game. He's a little weak right now, losing trades, but once he gets that first item, he's going to be able to run down the side lane as he pleases. And
Yeah.
it's as we expected. Like,
Oh, but we have a
Loon,
collapse here right now.
Griffin.
Graves is out of position here. Billy, he's gonna get knocked up here. Benas gonna try to keep him held down. Gonna get the one more knock up, double knock up actually. And I'm sorry, but this Vladimir's about to actually get
Lash.
2 more collections. He's running on in, Ghost active, but he's not gonna be able to get inside of the null zone. Doesn't want to test it underneath the tower. That's enough of an advantage for Zhao. Now Braun Pro, I don't know if you want to get yourself into too much more trouble here. Griffin's gonna be looking forward for more action, but he might regret overstepping, and that will neutralize.
this is Zhao's game to carry. He's in a really good spot this game. Picked up a lot of free kills around the map. Surprising that he's seems to be finding himself rotating more than the Ahri and like finding more successful plays on the map. As Panda Boy is gonna run down Benas.
Yeah, Benas with his flash, he's got to figure out when he wants to use it. There we go. Gets himself out of kill range, but he doesn't have a teleport. And this wave is going to get pushed in by Panda Boy. Not the best news for Tony on the top side.
Yeah. Water Fountain's getting pushed in, but they're getting Scuttle Crab and
A lot of heavy trading here on the bot side.
Yeah.
Tony's still trying to hold underneath his tower while Billy's threatening this Vlad. He's got his W available. He doesn't have any other. There's going to be
get ulted?
beef. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Concussive blow will secure it. Gets Billy on the board. You guys could try to mess with this Tom Kench, but he's got level 6. He can eat you. I think he wants to, actually. Braun Pro is going to get tongue lashed and brought in. Get over here.
Eating
And
up.
Alun will get himself on the board with a kill. Getting super close, getting super scary. Juggernaut has hit level 6, but I don't think he's got
Really
the
hitting
damage
up
for it.
behind him.
Panda Boy, you've overtraded here. Oh, and a whole bunch of things just blew up. That's a 2-for-1 trade. Alun went down, but we already saw Braun Pro get eaten, and Juggernaut looks like they dove on him and got themselves an extra kill, and that looks like it was collected by Griffin. So 1 kill apiece for the Lashback Foundation's bot lane. Look at that gold. Mr. Zhao, Mr. Great One, has gotten himself a pretty consistent gold lead here alongside Billy, with Panda Boy just in behind and Loon keeping close. So no great gold disparity just yet across all roles, but the advantage is unsurprisingly going in the favor of the Vlad, who has kept himself close in CS to his lane counterpart and has 2 kills in hand, and that trade was gross.
Yeah, Zhao really asserting himself mid lane. It looks like we're going to send Tom Kench up mid, play these grubs.
I think Tony's
Heavy
overshot
fighting
himself
top
right
lane.
now. Yeah, and the junglers are actually over in the Herald pit fighting as well. Knockup's going to actually get secure. There's a lot of damage coming through. Panda Boy might actually have overextended. He's trying to stand his ground, but Benas is going to misplay that situation. Benas is going to survive here. Billy, I'm sorry. This is a poorly advised gank
Billy.
into the jungle side. Yeah, Billy is going bye-bye.
Support just rotating topside faster than Bond Pro could. They get the grubs. They get that lead extended, accelerated. They're in a really good spot this game.
Yeah, very good spot. I'm actually looking forward to Kaiser to getting more action on the field. This has mostly been sort of lane side action. The junglers haven't really gotten involved in more traditional ways on sort of a ganking, which you'd expect. Billy has been able to maintain a relative decent CS lead and gold lead over with All My Heart. But now that that ultimate is available for the Vi, you can kind of expect a lot more action, especially if they wanted to keep this
Heavy
Jinx
trading.
down.
Is Alun going to die here?
Oh, he's going to actually outmaneuver. He's
Griffin
gonna get
eating
eaten.
Alun.
Yeah, he's going to
Saving
put him
him.
onto the traps. I don't think that was the best idea, but they're trying to get the kill onto Juggernaut. He's going to be able to get it with the zap.
getting
Running
the
away.
reset.
Tongue Lash will secure it. Griffin cleaning up. Now he's got to figure out if he can
Just
walk
barely
himself
doesn't
out of here.
survive. Oh, he doesn't have eat, but
He wants to threaten it, though. He wants to threaten it. So, strange sequence there. Griffin put Loon onto the traps. I just wanted to point that out. That was probably
Yeah.
not advisable or intended. But, yeah. So, Tom Kinch with another kill. I guess that's progress.
Kench eating up. Some crazy trades mid lane. Veltower is kind of on the back foot the rest of this lane now, I think. I think Zhao is just too accelerated.
Yeah, to accelerate, the healing's going to come through, especially if he gets that elevated proc of the Q. I miss Will of the Ancients.
Panda Boy Pandaway is going to recall soon. He's going to have his first item. He's going to start looking to run Ben Ass down every time he's in lane.
Yeah, I think Bennett is going to harass him so he can actually get this wave crashed. And this is a cannon wave, no teleport available on Panda Boy. So he's going to have to stick around for this. Unfortunately, the jungler is only now getting out of base. If Tony can slow push this in, maybe something can happen. But I think this is just going to crash. Panda Boy will collect. And that'll be that.
Yeah, trading Dragon for at least
And
top
Tony's
side.
just going for it. He's going to get the auto, and he's already in there. Here comes the Vi.
Panda Boy
I'd
getting
use
one
the
for one.
ultimate. Oh, and that's going to be a
Getting the
2-for-1
2-for-1.
trade. That's not... Oh, I like the idea, but the execution was so poor.
Just snowballed Billy farther into the game.
Panda Boy is doing himself very, very well with that one.
Yeah. That also gives Billy time to full clear. Originally, I would have thought he would have lost his top side since he took the dragon, but he just gets to eat up both, and it's going to mean he's really strong. He just gets to keep scaling on that curve for free.
Yeah, if Kaiser wants to actually get ganks off to sort of outpace what Billy can do in growth, he's going to need to actually make sure that they're cleaner ganks than what that was. Tony, I liked him sort of going in and being the first one to initiate that, but he kind of stood his ground way too long and allowed for Panda Boy to just put so much damage into him. And Kaiser, I really think he should have just done the whole Volt Breaker out the gate with just cease and desist. But he wanted to try to just get it without having to spend his ultimate, and that just meant that they was just under the tower way too long. Got 4 turret shots that were already heated up on Ben Ass.
Just one-shot him.
Yeah, just forcing that situation, not necessary, not advisable, but... So, Panda Boy's going to start abusing the situation. Might even be trying to proxy farm. While everyone else is looking bot side here, Billy's going to be threatened by the catfish. Trying to secure this blue buff. Bot lanes have come on over. And they're going to engage on a double
really good
knock
fight.
up.
They have
This is
number
not what you
advantage.
want right now. Oh, and this is going to... Back foot here. Ghost procced by Vladimir. Going to try to get himself out of here. And the dragon has shown up. He's not going to be able to get any kills confirmed. That feels like a bad decision by Lune. Way late to the fight. It was already over once that knockup had come in from Braun Pro. Fantastic entrance indeed.
Yeah, once they get that
Oh,
first punch and
Tony.
Jinx gets the reset. Oh, Tony. Ambitious flash.
Ambitious flash, but...
Wants to stop the proxy, but I don't think it's... Actually, if Billy or Panda Boy recalls here, he's going to get a freeze. Doesn't have TP. Everyone resetting, spending their gold.
Yeah, we got Hubris on the side of Billy, acquired already with about 21 stacks, it looks like, while Triforce has been acquired by the Vi. Can't say there's any great gold disparity just yet. 841 advantage for Panda Boy, but that may very well just be unspent gold. So kind of negligible, and the XP advantage doesn't look that great for any lane, really, any position.
Boy has a window to run Benas down here.
He's going to be able to get the knock-up. Good counter damage. Benes is going to dodge and weave these threads.
He should win this.
A few more auto attacks might actually pull it, but he's going to dodge through. Billy has a ride, but he's about to get punched in the face here, and
Billy
the Vi
is
is going to catch him.
cornered.
Triple punch. Ultimate's available, but he's not going to use it. Fail flash.
Kaiser with the fail flash.
Kaiser, he's
Still
going to
finds the
finally
kill, I think.
use it. It's going to be brought over. Can he get the second one? The snipping and sniping
close.
is going to be pulled through. Oh, and this might be another feed over, but the Vladimir is going to arrive. Suck my Vlad. Kill secured. You will not get a double kill this time, Panda Boy.
It's close. He's trying. Looks like he is pretty ahead. He's almost at his second item. Ornn is component maxing right now.
Yeah, he's got every piece of a major item actually. He's got
Almost
every.
has Exodia.
Yeah, that's well, it's like a teenage Exodia. Like, it's like all 5 pieces are mine. Yeah, but can you win? I mean, kind of. I mean, I feel really good about it. But can you kill him? I mean, I could try.
Griffin getting a huge eat. Bond Pro dropping ult. They're
Yeah,
peeling
fantastic.
back.
Coming through.
Billy
Griffin's
is
gone
here
in here.
first.
Mom's gonna arrive, but Loon's not gonna be face to face with the man with the shotgun. Barry's gonna go up. He's gonna use the blast cone to get himself away. This has left Griffin out and alone. Might be trying to fry some fish here in the bot lane. Vlad's gonna try to pull through with the rocket belt. I don't think they're gonna dive him. This feels like a bit of a waste. There's not really another objective to get on the map right now. So reset, back to your waves. Juggernaut, don't get too far forward.
They're really trying to shut down Billy.
Yeah, trying to break these scissors.
Billy
Gonna
should
get a little
die
bit of a
here,
snip here. He doesn't really have the thread work available, and he is dead and down. That's the kind of clean jungling that we are looking for out of Kaiser.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a party in the bot lane here. Good slow with the Chu here, but gonna get knocked up out of his fly. Flashing away. Griffin's gonna try to give himself up as a sacrifice to save his AD carry. That will help him, but Juggernaut's gonna get excited, and that's gonna be enough speed and enough damage to get Juggernaut the other kill. 5-2-2 on this Jinx. Only a 965 gold advantage, but still feels like this Jinx is about to get way scarier before this dragon grows up.
Yeah. I swear, all Lash Foundation has to do the last 5 minutes is just let your mid laner dominate and play through him to like rotate to things. But it feels like they're taking fights in like the side lanes, which are pretty weak right now, especially compared to their counterparts. And Billy is usually the one that's there, and he just creates a man advantage. Makes it really hard to like win any fights. And it puts a lot of pressure on Zhao to like put his foot on Veltower's throat and just like keep accelerating.
Yeah.
Not able to spread that lead.
Well, and a lot of what's really happened in the bot lane is that they've just overextended. What really, like, well, Panda Boy keeps overextending on the top side and just feeding kills into Tony, and oh, that might have been a misplay, but that's going to be plenty of CC. Griffin's going to pick up that kill. This is a bloodthirsty support. He's here to eat everybody with that tongue
Eating
of his.
up.
Oh my goodness. Cajun. I didn't know you could deep fry scissors and dolls, but this guy is down for the munch. Down to munch on some fountain boys. I hear you for trying to actually index further into Zhao's situation and really help him out. Charm's going to get moved. That's going to be double spell usage. Loon going to be caught out. Billy trying to provide a lot of pressure. It's going to give free pressure on the bot lane. They're going to move into the jungle. I'm not sure about a Jinx going off on her own like that. Oh, they stole the red buff. Okay. So that's a free red buff given over to actually Team Elkay.
Yeah, remember, we always have this smolder scaling to fall back on. So even though it looks a little rough right now, it's a huge win condition, especially with the Vladimir. Late game, those two are going to shred through the water fountains.
So checking against the sort of graph here, 225 stacks, 225 stacks by 20 to 23 minutes. He could, if he's actually scaled up pretty well and is actually kind of cleaning out and maximizing most lanes, Loon could be there. But if he keeps dying like this, it's not going to work out. Barrier used. Mom's going to be called in to help, but it's only going to bait in Griffin to just take a beating.
Yeah, Juggernaut landing an awesome W, just slowing him, and then Bond Pro can just land everything.
Oh, he's going to flash into it. He's going to get knocked up, but there's not any damage to follow up. Juggernaut's gone real low, but Kaiser's going to go back in. He's going to get the kill, but he's going to get eaten. Oh my gosh, he might get out of this alive. Kaiser's showing up. Double knock up from Benas. They're fighting on the edge of this.
Vladimir's going to go crazy here.
It's getting so close, so low. He's already used his great image. And the Herald's being piloted. Vi's going to go right back in. They're going to be able to get the chain off. Oh, and he's trying to pull out the rest. This Vlad is really over-indexing. It's a lot of AoE damage, but he can't finish off anyone. That's the second turret being taken by Elkay on the top side. It's a lot of action, but all that's happened is that you have a dead dragon and now a dead jungler. This is an over-indexing of focus into a situation that's not secure, not easily executable. And now, big gold graph up. Thanks, production. Juggernaut's in here at 9.4k. Almost 1,500 gold ahead of his lane counterpart. Like, by all metrics, is just how much Kaiser has died. He is behind, and Juggernaut's just going to run him down right now. Griffin's got his Heartsteel, and he can try to throw in some damage here, but he is not going to be able to carry much further. Billy has shown up as well, but they're going to slay this fish. Griffin goes down because Luna just went too far.
Yeah, Juggernaut just keeps finding awesome windows where he just runs down a Loon every time. And all the Loon wants to do is stack. Like, there's no reason for him to walk up and try and hit, like, the enemy.
Yeah, well, here comes another fight here. Tony's going to get a knock up here. They're going to try to take out Billy. He's going to flash away in time here. It's going to be a little bit too much, and that's going to be a Nile snipe kill. These Chu proccing and blowing up just enough to kill the Jinx, so a good little bit of shutdown gold. Couple kills going over to Loon right now. Panda Boy getting another turret plate. So a lot of fighting in this mid lane. Loon, he's trying to get himself a little bit of dignity back, dodging that charm, trying to make Veltower feel a little bit scared about this baby dragon who's growing up into a real boy.
Yeah, he
And
is
there he
almost
goes.
at 225.
And the gold
He's at
difference.
213.
Yeah, he's only 300 gold now underneath the Jinx. So the AD carriers have just now equalized. The only other great disparity now is just the junglers, and that was kind of expected with Billy just farming, and Kaiser having to pretty much throw his dice around to figure out if he can get himself a good gank. So the game is still pretty even. It's only a 700 gold difference.
Ornaments coming in, accelerating that gold lead. It doesn't say, I think, but I believe each Orn item is like 1,000 gold. So it does give him a little bit more golden stats. Loon almost at that third item too. Getting there.
Oh yeah. All one CS at a time. One CS at a time.
Yes, sir.
The Dragon's being started up right now by Lashback Foundation. They're going to try to keep this Drake score even. Teleport's available for Benas to arrive for the fight, but I think he's just going to try to keep Panda Boy locked down. Kim Tech Drake was secured. Loon going forward, trying to threaten Billy. Trying to hit onto the Vlad. He's going to be able to get himself dashed out. And that's just an easy proc there right now. Elkay kind of wasting their time. Not really committing to anything.
Lash Foundation just has all the control, it feels like, right now. They're just kind of... Yeah, it's very weird. They're just kind of pushing a wave and then walking in on repeat. They play fearless. Water Fountain has been, like, just grouping all game and running at somebody. But they're still just like, you miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah, and they're ready to shoot here. Loon's been stepping up, even just being the first one in to just throw some damage on, as we saw there after that Drake was taken. The big thing to point out right now is that Loon has actually hit 234 stacks, so has broken that 225 threshold. Now we're getting into where the Smolder is a problem, is hated by many, but will be providing a incredible amount of damage to the frontliner, to anyone on the side of Team LK. They don't even really have a tank on their side. They're going to have to find Loon and blow him up. That would be first priority. They've done pretty good to keep him down. He's 3, 5, and 4, but he's still kept up with the Jinx. So now, the only other surprising thing to point out is that Tony's kind of holding Panda Boy even. And the lane assignment has shifted now, where Zhao on the Vladimir is matching the Gwen. Billy's showing up here. They're going to try to get the gank on, but they're kind of seeing this happen. And now it's going to be a jump on. Oh, Billy, you're going to get smashed, put down, and jumped around. Panda Boy, I'm sorry, sir. You should probably grab some more bamboo to eat because, he might not be a little bit more hungry than I expected. They'll get a 1-for-1 trade, but that is not the gank that they were looking for. Now, Benas, he's just walking down this Ahri. This is like, come here, little fox girl.
Veltower teleporting bot lane, covering that tower. Kind of scared to use that TP, especially since most of the time Gwen is going to be matching Ornn. And
that taunt's going to be doing really good work. And Alun trying to actually get something done here. Mom's going to come in but miss. Trying to get the dragon a little bit more forward with that shield from the ultimate, but they will not be able to get anything else done. The resources and the prio, like the old school term of tempo, is still really much in Lashback Foundation, as we pointed out a minute ago. Even with whatever psychological damage Loon might have taken in the first 20 minutes of this game, he is still stepping forward. Like, no, I know the power of this champion, especially at 3 items, 250 stacks. I will step forward and I will 2-shot this Jinx, really. So Juggernaut, so all lane prio is actually on the side of Lashback. The Panda Boy side lane option with the Gwen just is not manifesting like we kind of expected it to into a tank. But Tony has held his own, and the gold advantage, it might be 1.3k on the side of Panda Boy, but it's just not really manifesting into any great side lane advantage. And Vlad is going to be able to use his ultimates. It's procced onto both, actually. This. Oh, yeah, he's back to full health. They're both at half health. He has brought Billy super low. He's running them down. You will run from the bloodsucker. You will be exhumed.
Could be a Baron angle.
Baron angle indeed.
They can at least clear vision.
Mm-hmm.
Veltower does not have teleport, and they're down a man. So they're 4 top side. Vlad doesn't have TP. So they're just gonna look to control vision and look for Baron.
Yeah, and Kaiser just threatening and all in. They're just vaulting forward, threatening to jump on to the Rakan or to the Jinx here. This is going to be a very slow-taking Baron. Smolder, not the fastest burner of the Worm. And this is allowing for Elkay to kind of surround them. Panda Boy up and available. Benes needs to check him. He's going to get knocked up here. They're going to try to turn on to Mrs. Scissors. Great charm. Griffin's going to eat up Alun. He's going to be popped out now. Mom has come in. He's going to be facing off heads and toes, knees, execution. Oh my gosh, on the edge there. Braun Pro trying to play cleanup, but the Vi dove, the Vi conquered, destroyed her ex-girlfriend. Jinx is in the dirt. And now the Baron is not being taken. Benes has stepped a little bit too forward. This might not be what you want. It's going to flash. Griffin, I don't know if there's much else you can really do to help. Benes is going to be able to find the plant, jump over. Here comes that ultimate. He's not going to be able to get the second proc, but Vlad might not care. Enough has been done. The damage is going to come through. It's going to be one down, no ghost.
Repeated bot side, just running them both down.
Mm-hmm.
Elkay does escape this time.
Kind of wish he had boots of swiftness now, don't you? And they go right back to Baron. Jungler's dead.
Yeah. I mean, with the way Lash Foundation has been playing, I mean, it's really scary to give them Baron because they're just playing in your face, fearless, and now they can like actually siege towers.
Yeah. The only
without any concern.
The only opportunity Elkay really have in this game right now is for Lashback to overstep, and even with the Gwen on top of him, Luna was able to stand his ground with his support and not die. Get to that execution marker, blow him up, and secure. This dragon is up and available. Elkay's trying to take it. Mom's going to come in to try to provide a little bit, but it's going to be secured here by the Jinx. Now it's time to fight. Vlad has gotten himself deep into the middle of this, has not been able to get his hemorrhage onto anyone. They're going to try to blow up Juggernaut. They're going to be able to secure it, but now the Vi's going to try to get what he can. I don't know if you want to be point-blank range again, Panda Boy. The Vi has returned, but now the flames, the spit, the burn is coming. Loon, he's going to be blinded. The smoke screen not good, but Griffin's going to eat him. This is the problem. This Smolder is too safe. He's going to fly over, looking for another kill. Get a fire proc, and it's going to be over. And the damage from Billy is insane. Now it's going to be the Thick Boys trying to finish up, but I don't think they're going to have the damage for much of anything. Billy is a flame, but he will survive. Going to walk off into the jungle, and Benas will be taken down. Double kill for Panda Boy. The overextension has occurred. The Kim Drake was acquired by Team Elkay. They are on Dragon Point. They are on Soul Point right now. And this is where this game is going to start teetering, tottering a little bit.
Yeah, that was a huge turn. Lash Foundation over-indexing on that dragon. All they needed to do was recall and just play to siege, because they can finally do that. Now, the Water Fountains are in a position to get Dragon Soul. Like, they have an actual win condition now. Even though they're a little bit squishy, it's hard to find picks because Vi Tom Kench just, like, ult WU. Like, if they just play this next dragon right, they can have a win condition.
Yeah, and all of the momentum acquired by Lashback Foundation, who need this win. They need to get this first game in their pocket if they want to have any chances of getting into the playoffs. I see that there's still a Baron timer, but I don't even know if anyone on the side of Lashback Foundation survived that fight. I'm not seeing anyone with the Baron buff right now, and and it's a negative 2.5k Baron play, so well done there.
Yeah, that was a huge swing the Water Fountains needed. Just a reminder, they did bold this game, so if they win, Lash Foundation is in an extremely rough spot.
Yeah.
Water Fountains are going to be ahead so many points.
Yeah. There's nothing else to really be done on the map right now, so just a bunch of farming and hanging out. He did not see that ward, did he? Kaiser fell into that brush where that control ward is. Didn't see it. Kept right-clicking.
Going to hit the camps.
Going to hit the camps. Going trying to find something to do. Something to punch.
Water Fountains are overloading towards the bot side of the map. Wonder if they're going to try and find a pick by hovering Gwen and, like, getting a kill that way so they can make a play somewhere.
I think they're both trying to actually play into the... Oh, it might be actually a catch out here. Kai's going to be flashing away and eaten by Griffin. I feel like that's a bit of an overuse. Loon trying to step forward, get some damage. Is going to fly in to actually try to put some damage onto Billy. He's going to get cut in half. Mom's going to arrive. Tony has actually arrived as well. And now Kaiser getting into the middle of it. Huge damage onto the back line. But now the Gwen is coming in from the rear, and that's not where you actually want to get cut. Loon stepping forward, running away from the flank, but getting damage elsewhere. And now this Gwen is going off. Griffin thick enough to buy the time. Tony, you don't need to go this far, man. You're not able to chase this one down. You need to stay with your team. But he will overextend. He will die. And as we saw, as we predicted, you know what? We're going to fight over not a Baron buff, not a Dragon buff, not even a blue or a red buff. We're going to fight over positioning on just the bot lane. Here's that fight one more time. Mom comes in as well as the Call of the Forge Guide. It does not get double proc. The knockup from Braun Pro saving his team from any more disruption. Vlad has already gone off in zone, but Juggernaut playing just on the edges here, getting out as much damage as possible. Will not actually run from this. And Panda Boy playing wonderful disruption on the backside, came in with a perfect flank. Unfortunately, Loon had actually stepped so far forward to finish off more of Elkay that they just weren't under threat.
Yeah. If nothing else, you can say Ben Ass is a perfect embodiment of Lash. Bro just runs forward fearlessly into 2 people with none of his team around.
You got to appreciate a man that plays with full balls in hand. But the brains must be big enough that it's not a throw like that one. Kaiser overstepping. You punch hard, you get a lot of good upfront damage on this Vi, but Billy can kite you, and this Graves is 4 items deep with 54 stacks on his hubris. He hurts a lot. And just picked up a BF sword. He is here to 2-shot any squishy on the side of Lashback Foundation. And now we're having another all-in here. Juggernaut, you're about to get blown up one more time. He just needs one more proc of his Q. He's going to be able to get... Oh, there we go. Juggernaut down, and now just the walk down Braun Pro. No entrance available. Double kill acquired. 5 seconds till this Chemdrake is up. This is exactly what you want to have. Kaiser was down. The jungler unavailable to take the Drake, but now... Lashback Foundation, they can push mid-wave. Teleport's going to be brought in by Panda Boy to just put pressure onto the bot wave. So they're going to try to trade this turret for the Dragon. And so both teams will be on soul point. We're going to have a big fight in about 5 minutes or less. Here, bound.
Yeah. It's a very awkward position for the Water Fountains now. They don't have the... They're so behind in gold, it's kind of hard to fight any major objective without an initial pick. So they just have to try and find windows to cheese in the jungle. You do have the... If Smolder and Vladimir can find like a nice window to get a nice flank off and kill Juggernaut, kill Billy, it's awesome.
Well, that's where the sort of question with this team... This is the situation we were talking about with how the last fight went, and we kind of got to see what these fights are going to look like, because Panda Boy's going to look for the flank to try to catch a Lunar, try to catch someone, but it's pretty much on Kaiser to run forward to make something happen. Mom's going to tag Billy. That's going to be the shield prompt from the shield bow, so that's going to be down for another minute and a half.
This just gives Lash Foundation a window to hit Baron again. Water Fountains really need to... They just seem to be struggling to exercise control in like their jungle. They can't get prio. Loon can clear waves so much faster. Vlad can clear waves so much safer. It's just really hard for them to do anything proactively. And this gives Lash Foundation a window to siege again. They can actually do stuff on the map.
Yeah, and now all they have to make sure they don't do is get themselves into a fight that they don't need to actually care or worry about. Full map control is great. But it was an option last time, and they didn't choose that option. And that's why I'm going to take this sardonic tone with them, because they were stupid. So, I'm going to get pressure into the mid-wave here. The brick score should actually get equalized. This gold advantage is currently on the side of Team Elkay on account of they have 6 bricks to the 3 of Lashback Foundation. Panda Boy sitting at a nice 17.2k gold. He is about full build. But Loon is right there. They're just fighting each other right now for top spot here. Calm down, children. The game will be over soon. But now comes in the siege. Panda Boy with no teleport available. It's going to be a 4v4, and that turret just got chunked in half. Kaiser getting himself a little bit of damage. Just needs to heal up off of this wave. Loon, don't get yourself too far forward.
Need to send somebody to respond to Billy. Or, sorry, Panda Boy. He's just going to push down that top side.
I am not sure how you're getting... I don't know if it's the boy part, but I don't know how you're getting confused so much by the names. For the,
I don't know either, bro. I'm tripping.
One of the great mysteries of this night, as well as why they didn't just siege before. Charm hits onto Kaiser, can't do much with it, but Luna's been brought low. That might actually sign off the end of this siege right now. Panda Boy's been met by Ben Ass to at least keep that wave pushed forward. They're trying to get a little bit of a counter catch, but the water fountains will be wise to the tricks. Ooh, a little bit of a catch
Zhao
there.
making a huge,
But that's a flash
at least
trade.
trying to.
Yeah, that's a flash down for the Vladimir and for the Jinx, but that favors the Vladimir, I would say, a little bit. As long as there's not a kill given over to Juggernaut, that gives him the excited speed. Should be able to have the rundown and put out a lot of good damage here from Zhao, if he gets himself a good backline access here. So damage dealt across the entire match here. Unsurprisingly, Panda Boy, Juggernaut, Zhao, and Loon, and Billy are on the top side of it. Veltower is here. Veltower is present.
Yeah, ever since Vlad got those kills early, there's not been much he's been able to do. You kind of want to get mid prio and like rotate with your junglers for invades, but he's just been on the back foot all game. I guess his job at this point is just try and find charms, but
Ooh, that's to put out his initial thing. Oh my gosh, I don't think Zhao was prepared for that level of damage here. Tony, you could try to face tank this. Kaiser has arrived, so has the Smolder. We might not have to wait for that dragon fight here. It might be right now. And now the breath is going to start spitting and firing. The knockup, well predicted by Griffin, putting Veltower away. Mom's going to come through, put out a lot of damage. Double kill acquired by Loon, and now he just needs to get into range of Panda Boy and put the bear down. Panda Boy is going to actually be able to run away from this. The dash is going to allow him to get plenty of space and plenty of time. He's going to try to teleport
Panda
out of
Boy.
this, but I feel like that's you're throwing away
What'd
your
that
summoner
mean?
spell. Would that be indeed? Chemdrake up in 25 seconds. Both junglers are
trying to
dead.
survive.
I don't know what these players are going to do right now. I'd usually expect for an absolute neutralization of any movement across the map because it's a 2-for-1. 2 are dead on the side of Lash, back at 3 are dead on the side of the water fountains, Team Elkay. Brought to you by all your public school water needs.
So hard for water fountains from this position.
Yeah, they just
Smolder
don't have the
has
space.
GA. They don't have the beefiness to create a proactive play, and it feels like Lash Foundation can kind of just run at them. They're just so accelerated with their late game comp.
Well, they have so much more tankiness and frontline threat between the Vlad is a frontline like walk at you threat, but between Griffin and Benas being effectively just tanks in this, Heartsteel at about 191 stacks on this Griffin, so maybe a little bit behind what the pace you wish it was, but he's a super thick boy, and it's another super thick boy on the top side, and Tony and Juggernaut has to kill both of them if this is a straight up 5v5. Elkay has to rely on flanks or for Panda Boy or Billy to get up close and personal with Zhao or with Loon to really be able to deal with them. Like the Jinx does get a range advantage with the rockets, but that might be exactly the range that they're going to be in for Kaiser to all in them and blow them up.
Yeah, it's just so much easier for Lash Foundation to execute. Panda Boy has not been achieving what you really want him to on the side lane either. Even though he has a gold lead, he's not able to push down towers and really match Ornn as much as you'd want him to.
Yeah, and we're at a point now, level 20 on the side of Benas. All the ornaments have been made. So the gold differential might be 2.3k in Elkay's favor, but it's really non-existent. Is that a... Okay, I thought I heard a flash. I was like, who nothing's happening. Why would you?
Aaron's the next objective up. I mean, Lash Foundation, the entire game, just been able to get prio whenever they want, it feels like. So that gives them the ability to just assert control in jungle and, like, makes it very scary for Elkay to walk in, get vision, really do anything.
And that's what we're talking about here. Billy's going to step forward a little bit too much. The hemorrhage is going to come down. Huge 2,000 gold returned, and
Juggernaut
there's
gets
the
caught.
catch. Juggernaut caught and dead, and how comes the run through? The ticking burn, and now this is the time for Zhao to flash over and make magic happen. Tony is just going to need to stay alive just long enough to waste Panda Boy's time. He will. The inhib's going to go down. They're backing. They're backing. They're scared of him finishing. They don't have a wave. They don't have a wave, and Panda Boy does. Now it's time for the Smolder to come in. It's going to get nice up and close. Nothing to be done here. Loon will go legendary, and this inhibitor tower is going to go down. I like this from Lashback Foundation, keeping their bases literally covered. Tony's going to arrive. They're going to be able to push this in It might be trying to actually
Bell
get something
tower
on the Bell
standing
Tower. You're
alone.
standing, but you're not going to be able to get much else done here. 2 procs of the E from Vladimir will blow him up here. And the Dragon might get here just in time. Alone, you've done glorious work today on Smolder. But game 1 will go to Lashback Foundation. They keep their playoff hopes alive with taking game 1.
Awesome performance by Zhao and Alun. Whoops. Benass in the top lane doing a really good job neutralizing the lane, keeping himself in the game, finding ways to have impact, even though theoretically he should lose side lane. He did an awesome job surviving.
Yeah, definitely. We saw there near the end of the match where there was like a 6k gold lead, I think, on the side of Panda Boy, and it didn't mean anything. Yes, you could 1v1 the Ornn underneath the tower there near the end and threaten to end the game with the backdoor move, but he couldn't execute. He couldn't get the kill. And as much as this game was really decided by a lot of those side lane fights, the dooming threat of a split push from this Gwen just didn't really feel like it was manifesting. It was more like they were taking towers in response to actions being executed on the other side of the map by Lashback.
Yeah, Lashback just felt like they always had control of the map. They're first on mid prio. That allowed them to get control in the jungle for like vision, and they could just be first on objectives. The only exception was that one Baron play where they overextended into Dragon.
They forgot they had Baron. I'm convinced they forgot they had Baron and were like, but fight. Baron, yes, but fight.
Hey, seems like that's the theme of that team. They just want to smash their, smash their head into the enemy team. And
they were full. Loon is the great character to point out inside of how this game went. We were just kind of being bullied on the bot side of the map early on. But then right around that 20-minute mark, 23-minute mark, if I remember correctly, just started stepping up. Be like, no, I'm done being treaded on. I'm about to go nuclear, and you're going to be who I waste. And step forward, found that last pick, and Juggernaut got blown up in that last fight, taken down, spotted, and the rest is history here. That will be the end of game 1. Lashback Foundation taking first blood in tonight's 3-block series. We're going to see if the water fountains can cool themselves off, get their heads back on straight, and come in with a better game plan for game 2. We'll see when we get back. All right, time to load on in here for game 2 with Lashback Foundation against Team Elkay. Lashback takes game 1, keeps their hopes of a playoff berth alive, while Elkay they just need to trip over and win one of these games tonight to get themselves into the same slot. It does not look like the rosters have changed too much. I've got myself Lucid has joined me for this game 2 cast. How are we doing, Lucid?
Doing well. I'm excited.
This is good. A little bit of a rundown for the rosters. We've got Tony still in the top lane. Jagan in for the jungle instead of Kaiser, with Zhao still holding mid lane. Loon and Griffin still holding down on the bot side of the map. Neither team going bold, so we'll get through those bans in a moment. Panda Boy, Billy, Veltower, Juggernaut, Bronpro. Nothing's changed on the side of the water fountain, so we're going to have a mild repeat of game 1 for at least rosters. And Lashback still indexing into a hyper late game carry with the Sivir pick.
Yeah, very safe pick. Because he responsive J4. But I think they'll just wait and give Billy counter pick. Just depends on what Billy wants to play.
Yeah, Billy had like second to last pick in the game 1 draft. Went for the Graves and hyper farmed pretty well. Got into that kind of 2-shot position with his damage if he could get close to a Loon, but that didn't really happen too often. Juggernaut's going to get his Jinx a second time. Let's hope he can get a little bit better of a front line to help him put out the damage.
Never mind. They banned J4. That's actually a good ban on them.
Oh, yeah. Saving their hyper carry from dealing with, like, oh no, all these walls are closing in on me. Also, this guy with the giant spear is hitting me in the face.
I think Billy should think about Nocturne. Nocturnes, maybe. Like, them just going full dive onto the Sivir, and then I think Lastback's reaction should just be like a Lulu or a Janna, and then hopefully she can survive the
Laning
the
phase.
engage.
Yeah, survive the
Not
engage.
just the engage later on. Laning phase is not going to really matter. I think it's just going to be a farming lane for both of them, especially with Jinx Alistar.
Yeah.
So we're going to probably see like a Sivir Enchanter.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Oh.
Oh, Senna for Griffin in the bot lane support. Haven't seen this in a long time. Will not be a fasting Sivir. We can guarantee that much. But that does put Lashback Foundation's bot lane into a very hyper-scaling situation. If this game goes past 30 minutes, Elkay might be getting themselves outranged in multiple areas between the ricochets from the Sivir and then the extended range of the Sivir Q and auto attacks.
Will we see a Veltower Cho'Gath? I think
That would make me so happy. I don't think it's a good idea, but I am an OG like Cho'Gath lover.
I actually don't think it's too bad. I think it could survive lane pretty well into Aurora. I think it's all up to Veltower right now.
Well, and that's a Syndra.
Okay.
Seems agreeable and might be able to blow up any of these three squishies if the spells are comboed well and can pick out. That's this kind of two immobile relative carries for the Senna and the Sivir, so can be picked off, can have some pains in the head. But I really look forward to see if last game Veltower got the Ahri, which you would usually think as a high agency champion. And while there were several instances that I saw the charm connecting, it didn't feel like the charm was telegraphed to the rest of his team to allow them to capitalize on the charmed enemy champion. To like, just jump on and blow them up. So what I'm kind of curious and looking for out of this next game, if Veltower has gotten themselves a more comfortable pick in the Syndra, is to be able to at least call their shots and call their opportunities for the rest of the water fountains to jump on and capitalize on any long-range CC Veltower lands.
I think they have great pick potential, and with the Lee Sin as well. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good draft coming out of them. I'm thinking Panda Boy should just play R5 tank, and Ben Ass is probably just going to go tank. So just match a tanky matchup, or you can go like Camille still.
I would want I would agree with that. I would want a tank in the top lane for Elkay just for providing that peel and providing that front line for the Syndra and the Jinx. Tony's going to get his Ornn one more time. That worked out really well into the Gwen last game. And this does leave Jagan with final pick on the side of Lashback.
Yeah, I'm hoping Panda Boy just drops the ego a little bit, goes a tank, goes a little engage, and then just plays for the team. I mean, this game's super important for LK. I mean, they just need one more win and then they're playoff bound. So I'm hoping that they just go a tank, because especially with...
we get Jagan's Briar is in!
I just go Malphite.
I go Malphite too. He has not been banned. He is the faceplant into the enemy team and win. But Jagan, the Briar one trick of the league, gets his pick. Was not banned. I don't know if LK forgot, but he gets his pick. He gets his pick into what he wants, and I got to see it. I think it was 2 weeks ago we got to see this, the prowess of Jagan on the Briar, just sniping opportunities and the chasm dive coming in from across the map. So
I think it was a Garen last pick.
It was a Garen last pick there for Panda Boy. So got himself a tanky situation, pretty much, at least providing a little bit of front line. But I would still expect Panda Boy to index very aggressively into the the Phantom Dancer, the I can't remember, the Stride Breaker, and really just be an absolute nuisance. We're gonna fast run here by production to get ourselves caught back up onto the draft. But yeah, so Briar in the jungle for Lashback Foundations, that Garen going top side. Everything else is stock standard for the game. I believe we're ready to get ourselves loading and rolling. Any thoughts before we get going here, Lucid?
I think this is all up to top lane and trying to get Billy ahead. I don't think that we're going to see much in the bot lane. It's just going to be Lashback shoving in to LK the whole team. And if they play it correctly, they should never really be ganked or have anything happen. So it's really up to Tony to actually be stable in the top lane. If he's stable enough, I think that Lashback will actually win the mid game here. But I mean, it's Panda Boy. I've seen Panda Boy solo kill a bunch of times this season, so
Yeah.
I think it's just up to top lane, really.
Yeah, and that execution from the Garen is not to be trifled with. I will agree with your call out for Tony to maintain stability. Was able to do that last game into Panda Boy's Gwen, while Loon and Griffin really overstepped themselves several times and got caught out in the bot lane because it was just a very side lane focused game in game one. But right now, we're going to get ourselves into a break and get ourselves loaded up for the match. We will see you after the break. We are getting ourselves in here for game 2 between Lashback Foundation and Team Elkay, our lovely water fountains. The stakes have risen a little bit in the favor of Lashback Foundation, taking game 1 of the night. Team Elkay still with just one little win on the eve will get them into playoffs. But Lashback still have to do the Herculean effort of landing a 3-0 on the night to get themselves a playoff berth. We're going to have a little bit of a fight over vision in the bot lane. Yagan going to go forward to get that ward, but might have gone a little too far. First blood acquired. Billy goes down. I don't think he was prepared for the stun and the hunt down that comes with the blood-hungry Briar. Absolutely blown up there. Did not expect that kind of damage.
That was a lot of damage.
That was a lot of damage.
Okay.
I didn't know that much damage could come in at level 1. Griffin getting some early stacks here. I like that. I can see the aggression. Loon and Griffin just stepping forward here. Juggernaut going to pop the barrier early for both AD carries. I'll not have that Summoner Spell available.
Yeah, Jit should never walk up that far. That was a little crazy. And I'm glad that Loon punished it. But both barriers popped, and just for a health trade. So, well done by Flashback spot side.
We're going to see top side pushed in by Panda Boy. He's got himself a Flash Ignite. Will have teleported via his quest for later in the game. But going to try to assert his dominance with the King of Spin. A little bit of knock up there by Ron Pro, but the trade isn't really going to come back. Juggernaut not prepared for that trade attempt. But we're going to have ourselves we're having a slow opening right now, Lucid.
Slow opening. We got first blood in 2 minutes.
I understand the first blood, but since, 10 seconds into the game, nothing's happened, The way the junglers are clearing top to bottom. Might be looking for a gank bop side, but what's going to be really more interesting is who's going to get the first round of scuttles, or if one of them's going to have to take the long route back up to the top side of the map to get the Herald side scuttle. Why is Garen in the river? John might be in more trouble.
So he wants to roam.
Stun's going to come in. It's not going to actually land the actual stun knock up, and Valtars is going to have to leave. So this roam from Panda Boy is going to go to waste.
Yeah, and Benas gets a free push in, and able to stabilize that lane, really. I don't know. I don't know, Panda Boy. That's very unlucky.
Doing the best he can to try to help his team out, but right now is a little bit too early to move around and try to make anything happen. I saw you miss this 2CS, Loon. I'll remind you about it later. So, looks like Jagan was late to the bot side. Scuttlecrab has gotten the top one and is just going to get themselves back into the jungle. Has not gone back to buy. Neither has Billy. So, no great advantages really yet. Spot lanes.
Yeah, they're going to be slow early game. We're just going to see the junglers basically get full clears out, and then probably Billy's probably going to back after its Krugs, and Jagan's going to back after another full clear, seems like. So, very slow jungle presence so far.
This might be the most uneventful game I've casted in this league this season. Like, the first blood, I'm not trying to underplay that. Don't remind me, Lucid. But, like, usually there's a lot of action even before, like, we're about to hit level 6 across the map here inside the next wave or two. And usually there's been way more action, especially in the bot side. It just is not playing out that way. I might have spoken just in time. Flash away. Tony keeps himself alive here. Good sequence of spell usage. And not allow for Billy to get much else going. And still be able to collect a CS. It's going to be jungler location known by the rest of Flashback. Oh, and this is a great timing on the side of Tony to try to get himself some turret damage onto Panda Boy. Another fight in the bot lane. Griffin's going to try to get himself into the dark to speed away. But it looks like everyone's going to survive just fine.
Might be a solo kill.
Solo
Oh
kill
my gosh.
available. Oh, it's here. Panda Boy gets the silence, gets the execute. Oh, you got baited in, Tony. Panda Boy knew what he was doing, and you should have known better. The silence from the Garen Q is one of the most underrated parts of his kit, and it just ruined your day.
If he just got that second cast off on his Ornhorn, oh my gosh.
Flash away here. Spell shield already prompted, and Ben Bronpro is going to be super low. He's going to be able to get the shield off. And now, I'm sorry, this is turned out against your favor. Both AD carriers will go down. Kill secured in the advantage of Loon for the kill onto the Jinx, while Lee Sin was there to clean it up. And now Griffin's just stepping forward. He's going to get knocked up, but Jagan's here to actually provide the stun, and that's going to be a kill picked up by the Briar. So a good little shield, a good little shadowing of the what looked like an over-aggressive Senna, but will actually just be a punish on to the water fountains.
Very unfortunate Billy missed his Q there. I think everything would have went a lot smoother if that one Q would have just hit. But
It's a skill issue. It's a skill issue, dog. That's all it is. Like,
okay.
Billy, who's like, let me
Challenger
Billy,
player,
yeah,
yeah.
Billy, who's like 46 points in this league, a challenger player, skill diff. That's the issue, bro. Ooh, lands the Q. Take it in. This might be a bit ambitious. Gonna get eaten alive.
Oh!
Dragon's gonna get secured by the Jinx. That's a good enough win right now. Zhao's gonna try to get himself out of trouble. Braum Pro has already done his spell rotation. He's gonna get super low here. Griffin's stepping forward to put out some damage, collect some souls. But that's a good little steal there by Elkay.
Yeah, Jagan whiffs Smite basically, and then he's just able to auto attack it when it's 1 HP. So I think it literally went down to 1 HP, by the way.
Yeah, well, all it takes is one. All it takes is one, and Juggernaut got his contribution. But now he's under turret. This isn't the thickest duo in the bot lane to catch. Panda Boy and... Oh, there's a 3-person in the jungle here. It's going to be between worlds trying to catch themselves out. Tony trying to get himself out of trouble here. He's already used Call of the Forge God. I think they're going to get forward and going to get executed. Just taken out of the air. Alley-oop. Kick into the smite. And Panda Boy without a care in the world.
Yeah, that's just playing Garen.
I kind of want to see if that Ricochet actually went all the way to the fountain. It did. It just ticked him. Yeah, Juggernaut just got hit by that Ricochet.
I was curious about that too.
I saw it flying away, and if you look at his health, you can see the little gap on it that hit him right about the inhib. So he's just like, I'm coming back from full health. No, you're not. It's like... So, 2 Void Grubs picked up so far by this Lee Sin. I believe he's going to get all 3. Briar's nowhere near it. There it is. And advantage is currently on the side of the water fountains just from what this Garen's been able to do. Approaching a 1,000k gold lead against the Ornn. We saw something like this in the last game, did not really materialize into a win of any kind, nor into any great side pressure that truly threatened to end the game. Even though Elkay found themselves like several K gold ahead of Lashback Foundation, it never manifested. The agency of damage that just came with the smolder really prevented them from stepping forward, just from how much burst damage a smolder can really do. And it looks like we're gonna. I can't say it's gonna be much of the same. And now we're gonna have a fly-in bell tower. It's gonna get caught out. Jugon's gonna stun him up here. Zhao, the great one indeed, is gonna be able to secure it. But Jogon is running through everything right now. Finally, actually stopped. Oh, Chasm Dive is not gonna hit. It's not even the name of the ultimate, but I still like it so much as a name of an item. Jogon just shows up and smites him. Billy hits the first Q, but can't activate the second Q to finish off Zhao. And that's going to be a root caught onto Juggernaut. Trading of health, but oh, there's the XQ Panda Boy running around just getting free kills. Okay.
That was really skillful by Panda Boy, I won't lie.
Much skill. Much skill. That was a flash R. Ooh, good
flash
counter flash
by
by Griffin. Gonna be able to punish Braun Pro there. This spot lane, there's not a lot of kills happening, but there is an advantage being acquired. Even if it is just vibes.
I think the question we're going to have now is who's going to deal with this Garen on side lane?
It's usually no one. I'm not sure about this one at all.
Joggin's up here, though.
Joggin has a ride, but this is going to be enough damage here just all alone. Can he get the stun underneath the tower? He can. That'll be shut down gold going over to Joggin. I like the gold going into Joggin's pocket on the Briar. I've seen how monstrous this champion can be when accelerated. And Benas doesn't need to get accelerated exactly. Benas needs XP more than he needs gold to be a major game breaker with the ornaments.
Yeah, we're going to have to go for maybe an early Executioners. Definitely.
They're going to need something to slow down Joggin. He's already 5.2k. He's actually ahead of the Garen, strangely enough. 65 CS to 96 CS. That tells you how absolutely bloated the jungler role is with gold just from clearing waves. That's insane. It has nothing to do with all the shutdown gold that he's gotten in these several ganks. That's irrelevant news. Fake news, in fact.
Yeah, you know what? How do you not hit Challenger hitting, like playing jungle? Come on, easiest role in the game.
Yeah, skill
Golden infatuation.
Skill issues. Come on, man. Get yourself together. It's 2026.
Sorry. I'll control myself.
We're just doing gaslighting commentary right now, dude. Anyone watching this, just please know we are denying every sense of emotion that you're having about who it is, whose fault it is, and it is not that you suck at this game. Looks like second Drake's gonna be picked up by Elkay. This is not the best news for Lashback. Dragon, they might be just looking for the fight here. But no way in. Certain death not used. It's going to be able to push the wave.
It was a really good timer to do to Drake. I mean, the bot lane just had the recall to... Yeah, it's just a really good timer. It is a shame that like Elkay is winning this side of the map. I'm sorry, Lashback is winning this side of the map, and they still aren't able to get the dragon control on the right timers.
Yeah, a little bit of proxy farming by Panda Boy, but he did not get the whole wave. He's going to come on up to try to catch it. Tony's just going to keep himself safe. Oh, that's a good knockback right there. Griffin's going to miss the trap. He's going to be able to get himself under turret. Rompo's already put off his ultimate. It's going to survive. Juggernaut goes wide on the ultimate, but Loon trying to stand his ground here, but the damage from this Jinx is really hitting right now. Good use. The shield prompt. Oh, but that's too much. Rompro went in after his ultimate went down, and that will be a counter kill acquired. Now, Panda Boy gone too far. There's enough damage here. Gets the execute off, and the Ignite will take down the bunny girl. Zhao, the great one, has been slain by a panda. And this is what's going to happen with this Garen. There's no one that really is going to get toe-to-toe with him as this game goes further and further. Stridebreaker already confirmed. I feel like that's...
What is he building?
I don't know. It's serrated Dirk. I would feel like an Executioner's calling, but that feels very wrong on him. Oh, here we go. Certain death. Played. It's going to get pushed back. The screen doesn't hit anyone. But now Dragon, he's getting himself really low. He's not going to be able to have the damage, and Billy's going to be able to get the kill. Gets the invade, and he's going to get further. He's going to try to get some chickens, but Alun might be the one in trouble as the stun's going to land here, and oh, Billy's going to take the ride in. He's going to be able to get himself out, but now Griffin standing his ground. Going to farm up some souls. Not a lot of damage on this Senna just yet. Oh, another catch. Just invading into this jungle, and I'm not really sure why. Tony
Oh, poor Benna.
might
Oh my
want to
gosh.
get out of here. Panda now gets an entire lane to walk you down. Another series of fights. Super Mega Death Rocket will connect, but there's no execution damage. Just trying to contest over this red buff, and Dragon will get what's his, but not without.
I think this is
a
a little
great
overstepping
cost.
from Elkay right now.
It is, and this Dragon, he's going to want to look for something. The wave is being denied. CS lead in Juggernaut's advantage. Might be the one advantage they're going to get out of that.
Okay, I'm surprised the fight didn't break out there. I feel like Joggin should have
We
went
both
in
are.
quick. Yeah.
I think the Alistar ult not being available might have been the main issue there. There's the look for. It's going to be the knock-up. Zap's going to connect, and now Loon's going to be in a lot of danger here. And I'm sorry, the shield comes in too late. Execution by just pure auto attacks. Juggernaut. This Jinx is starting to get themselves accelerated, and no matter how much 500 CS is a win condition for Sivir, you got to get there, and you're not even halfway there yet.
Bolo.
Oh, Veltover's going to be able to get the execution off. He's going to be able to get the kill.
Oh,
No,
what an
here
R.
comes the certain death. Dragon's going to be able to get the stun off, and there's the reset. Titanic Hydra in hand gets the kill. That's a good counter kill. That's a good little bit of gold collected, but this is going to be another objective collected by Elkay. They've turned on in just prioritizing across the map. 2 Drakes picked up, 800 gold lead, and now a Herald in hand with the 3 grubs. They're going to be able to melt turrets and really accelerate themselves outright, and they have a way better front-to-back teamfight situation than they did in the last game. Billy trying to get the frog. Tony gonna harass. Now the knockup's only going to hit the Garen, but that might not be who you want. Jagon's going to try to collect. He's going to get kicked back. Still in pursuit. Zhao trying to get himself forward. But this could be a teleport. The Syndra has arrived. We could try to take down the tank, but now Jagon, he's going to jump on in, take out Billy, and now it's just the Garen. Panda Boy is going to try to get the execute, gets the ignite off, but
Baby
Jagon, he's going to survive with 1. Flash
Oh,
forward
wow.
to secure the kill. Zhao protecting his namesake. Now Juggernaut, I'm sorry, you're too low here. You don't understand what you're actually dealing with. And Panda Boy's still alive. The great chase is on. Turret plate's going to be collected. Looks like Panda Boy is going to get out of that. Ultimate procced. That just might be your death sentence, Braun Pro. You should be leaving. He's going to get prompt, and now Loon's going to be able to get good little shield there. Doesn't allow the knock-up to connect, and just walks it in.
Yeah, he should have just left. I don't know what he's thinking. Like, he's thinking like, oh, maybe I can get a kill here, but really, what does that do for you? Because you're just gonna die to the Senna anyways. Like what?
Ambitious.
Stop it.
Man, that's a cow in a hard place.
It's a bloodthirsty cow. That's what
It's
that
a
is.
bloodthirsty cow, and he's got the horns. Right in the jungle. Nothing really happening. Just Billy going fishing. You ever gone fishing with a blind man?
I
Spoiler.
can't say I have.
Spoiler, he kicks a lot. Dragon's going to be prompted up here. Mountain Drake in hand. Lashback
think
want to catch
Red Set
this
just
if they
gives
want to
us-
accelerate. They might. Billy is going to get
Yep.
reset. Tony
Look
trying
how
to
much
step
Garen's getting from
forward.
this.
Oh, that's a
they're
good
all
little
dead.
combo between worlds, and that's a lot of damage here. The certain death has dove in and made everyone afraid. I would be too here. Briar has eaten 2 alive. Double kill for Dragon, and the Alistar will be walked down. Panda Boy is going to try to do what he can. The Herald's helping him take out the mid lane. Tony's going to be here to just witness the destruction and collect on the Herald. But Panda Boy trying to do everything as his team falls at the dragon fight. Fantastic engage on the side of Lashback Foundation. They just wiped the floor with the water fountains.
I don't know. If I'm Panda Boy there, I'll just tell him, hey, just don't fight. Look how much I'm getting on the map. Like, he got a tier 2 turn out of it, a tier 1 out of it. And plates, it seems like, on that tier 3. Like,
Oh, it's going to be 2v1 right now. The silence isn't going to connect
goodbye.
here, but that's going to be the execute in the Super Mega Death Rider from downtown. This Jinx has gotten excited. Might be looking for more. Team Elkay want to actually get themselves some retribution, a little bit of dignity recovery, but Lashback is only going to give him the 1 kill. And a reset will occur. Briar might be in trouble as 3 of them are still floating around here. It's not a lot of damage here. It's just Griffin. He's not really scaled up too much yet. Doesn't really have a lot of souls available. Tony stepping forward. He might be trying to figure out if he wants to call in the GOAT. It's going to land low mana on Griffin right now. Can't afford to do much. May not even be able to get his ultimate off. There's 4 now hovering around looking for this dive here. This feels like a ridiculous play. Silver's just going to auto-push the mid-wave, and as long as they can hold out, Certain Death does not connect. That's a major ultimate gone on the side of Lashback, and now they're going to try to jump onto this Briar here. The Zap's going to miss. He's going to be able to get the stun off. Might be able to get the counter kill.
big shutdown.
Billy will be taken out here 1 for 1, and now Ben has really tanky. Jinx going to try to put in all the damage he can. That'll be a double kill. It's going to get accelerated. Trying to get Griffin. Zap will connect, but will not go any further. Now Panda Boy, he's got his Yomu's Ghost Blade. That's what the serrated Dirk was for. This is the fastest sword swinger on the Rift right now.
That's a very interesting build.
Well,
he's just saying, yeah, I don't care about this Ord. I want to one-shot their carries, and that's all I want to do. I think he's going for Voltic Blade next, too.
Well, he's got the Brutalizer, so I was thinking, I was like, he's just going pure lethality on this one. The Stride Breaker is more to slow everyone down.
There it is.
There we are. Alrighty, so this is a lethality Garen, which kind of means he doesn't want a team fight, because this Sivir is only on 2 items right now, Navori Blades as well as with the crit item that's newer, and the name eludes me. But this Sivir gets to like 3-4 items, and that Garen's not going to be able to last very long.
Once she gets Infinity Edge as her 3rd item, she'll start pumping out damage. And their main problem is going to be trying to kill this Briar.
Dragging up in 1:30. It's about the time you're going to start actually taking care of some vision in the river, but mid-wave has been given. The Sivir's answering it all by themselves with no support. I kind of don't like this for Balloon. He's going to be able to clear the wave pretty well.
No spell
shield. Yeah, prevents any follow-up attack from... Okay.
Yeah, I think Elkay's game plan here is just overload and then see what they can get, fish around. But seems like Lashback's kind of adjusted to it, especially since Sivir has really good wave clear. I think Panda Boy's a wolf right now. Okay, there he goes.
Yeah, he's just farming up a storm here. 3.6k on the side of Panda Boy. The joke is that Lashback actually still have a 1k gold lead. This jungle difference is actually huge right now. 9, 3, and 4 for the Briar. 2.1k over the Lee Sin.
They see him.
Billy may be high rated, but they're not really getting much done. The slow's going to come through from the Stride Breaker. Jagon's going to cut up.
Oh my god.
Balloon gets destroyed here. 2 spells, and Panda Boy has ended his life. The slows are going to be more than enough, and Griffin's going to be able to secure it. And oh boy, Jagon went way too far. Now Juggernaut, he's going to try to face off 1v3 here. Billy's available. He's going to be able to land at least 1 spell. Ben-Ass can't get much more. He's going to start getting walked down. The damage is going to be way too much here. Heal's going to come through. What is that here? But Griffin's stepping forward. You think he's got the hell? He's got the damage for it. He will secure a double kill for the support. 4-0 and 12 here. Griffin carrying this game. The backup 80 carry knows what he can do with this pick. And more or less 1v1's the Jinx right there. That is some step-up play right now.
Yeah, that Deathfire Torch with the Black Cleaver is just nuts. Senna is just a nuts champion right now.
Senna is
That's
like
a 3-item
small.
Jinx, and she's just able to tank him outright.
Yeah, no, and spell weaving on an AD carry. Who knew it was going to lead to that kind of problem? Yuntal Wild Arrows. And I have to say it in that accent to feel like I'm pronouncing it correctly. So that's what that crit item is on Sivir. I have learned something today, Lucid. I have learned something today. One, that
Do you know what that second item is?
Navori Blades. I do know that one.
I'm so proud of you.
You know, we just met. You're lucky you're charming.
Oh, thank you.
Alrighty, let's break this one down right now. The Jinx still ahead of the Sivir. 3 items on this Jinx, meaning that she is more than turned on and able to cause a lot of pain. Panda Boy is going to put the hurt on here into Tony. Able to walk away, but half health Warren is not a good sign. That execution's going to do a lot of work. Billy? Ooh, it's going to connect on to actually Vel Tower. I'm sorry, Syndra. Oh, Yagon's going to carry all the way through. Billy trying to dance around, but it's still going to get caught out. Another kill collected for this Senna. Wave clear is your job right now, Tony, and to not die. I know it's going to be really hard with how Panda Boy is applying so much pressure and damage. But if the rest of Lashback can get other wins across the map, they need to get this mid-turret down. We are 25 minutes in. This turret should be gone. This gold should be collected.
I'm surprised they're just not starting Baron right now.
I would agree with that. The jungler is dead. They're kind of wishy-washy right now. I think they're going to try to prioritize this tower first and then go to the Baron. But by then, they might as well have reset across the way. And that's going to be another turret acquired. 5 turrets collected. And the Jinx removed. You might be between worlds just long enough for Zhao to put you into the nether realm, the nether world.
Is this a solo kill by Benas?
I think it is.
My God.
Big shutdown gold, 410 collected here. Dragon's gone too far. He will die, but that'll be a counter kill. Both junglers dead. This means the Loon's got wide open availability, and Griffin, he's going to start auto-attacking. Gets the tag onto Vel Tower. The Root's going to land as well here. Might have actually layered the two. The Execute's going to come. Oh, and there's going to be a dead mid laner.
I think the bright side of all this for Elkay is that Syndra's getting a lot of shutdowns right now. I think that's the one bright side.
Well, then they have one more chance, you know. If this game keeps going the way it's going, they're going to have one last chance, and that may as well be, dang it, Game 5. That might as well be the, sudden death.
The big problem here right now is that there's zero anti-heal on, like, Elkay. There's zero.
Yeah, and there's actually healing to be dealt with, and particularly with the Briar, and then the heal that's going to come from Griffin.
Ornn. Look at Ornn's items. Like,
yeah,
now
with that hyper heal
that
on
item
the second
sold,
round.
but
Hold on, nope, I've got the web page up. I've got the
Protoplasm.
web page up. The Protoplasm Harness.
ooh,
Yes. So, big health regen when you get low is what it does, which does encourage you to get more Grievous Wounds item, but doesn't look like they're caring about that one. Oh, there is a Grievous Wounds item on Panda Boy. He's got...
I think you need it on either Syndra or Jinx. I don't think it matters about the...
If he can get in there and spin around, he'll at least reply the Mortal Reminder. They're going to try to move around.
Here
Oh,
we
they've
go.
been surrounded. Griffin's going to get caught out, and that's going to be the execution. Support is gone here. Jagan trying to find his way between worlds. Zhao finding his way. The
good
knockup by
Ornn.
Benas actually disrupting the backline. It's going to allow Zhao to get into the middle of it. I'm Juggernaut. You have got to be stopped here. I don't... Your namesake will deny you. Now, Veltar and Panda Boy need to run away. The... Garen has the combo to get a kill, but if you're just going to take out the support and you can't win the fight, it's not really going to matter. I like the positioning from Billy and Panda Boy here. They come around from the bot side to actually sort of surround, but the ballish comp from Lashback holding together, they get separated, and this is what actually exposes Jagan. He sits in the middle of it, just screams him into the wall, and that's going to be the end of their opportunities. Braun Pro in the middle of it, but he's just going to be a well-done piece of steak after this is over. And that'll secure Baron. Dragon time. Team Elkay, they're going to try to actually secure this dragon to get themselves onto Soul Point, give themselves a win
Wait,
condition.
Loon might be dead.
Maybe Panda Boy looking for a smite.
Someone's dead.
Chow. I don't think they have sight on him. Panda Boy might be able to see it. They're going to actually get the prompt. Big damage. Ultimate's
did
going to
he
come
flash?
through. I don't know where he flashed over. Val Tower looking for
Oh
more of a
my.
fight when he had no more abilities. Sivir is going to be eviscerated. Panda Boy getting the fight that he
Wait.
exactly wants. Briar
Whoa.
healing up, but the execution saved for the lifesteal tank.
Oh, good
Knocked over the
headbutt.
wall. Good
Like,
little
Griffin's still
alley-oop.
alive.
Griffin's here. He's not being stopped. He's going to be able to actually take out Bronpro. Going to get the speed up. But now Ben has trying to proc, giving the vision onto Billy. This dragon is not an option anymore for the side of Elkay. Griffin like the little test there, but Panda Boy still sitting way in the back. He's healing up. He's back up to half health. If Griffin and Benas want to go for this dragon, they're going to have to get through Panda Boy. Billy healing up right now on the Raptor. He's gotten himself up to half health. There's no smite available. They know Panda
Very
Boy's here. They're
very
sensing it.
smart.
There's the
They're not
teleport.
starting it. Oh, but
That's
Griffin's
gonna be the
caught.
catch. Knockup's going to try to keep the Griffin alive, but there's already too much
Very
here. The
nice.
flank in from Val Tower. That is a play made. Benas, you're going to get yourselves just far enough. Super Mega Africa's going to miss, but the Sivir is online. Certain death misses. And now we're caught out. Juggernaut.
That looked fun.
That looked way fun. That was a pain train indeed. And now Sir Drake will be confirmed by Lashback Foundation. This will be 3 Mountain Drakes onto them. If you wanted to blow up any of the squishies, Panda Boy, you might need to get yourself some more armor penetration because 3 Mountain Drakes, and that's if they get the soul point, that will be the end of any assassination attempts from this Garen. Loon kind of caught out in no man's land. Panda Boy caught out in further no man's land. He's going to get jumped on. He's going to be able to run himself away. Saves that Q for the speed burst, but now the stun. Jagan just going to slapdash him down. Big gold. Now we know. Now we know. You
They
can't
just
outrun him.
overchased. I think they just way overchased. That's such a shame. I think they had the pick onto Griffin, which was really good, and they overchased into it.
This feels like a little bit of a repeat of the first Baron they got in the last match where Lashback super overextended after they'd gotten the Baron. They've only really been able to use this Baron for about 10 seconds. Loon really over-indexing. They may be shooting back at Juggernaut. I'm not... That was really strange. Oh, Bell Tower is going to be dead. Gets the knockoff. Able to get the stun off, but Jagan's going to heal through way too much. Billy is going to be knocked up again as well. Jagan trying to get the lead. He's going to be able to get into both. Takes out the Lee Sin and over a triple kill. Gonna get the big stun. Arya's flashed away from that quadra kill for this Briar. They've gone nuclear at this point. 18, 6, and 10. A 5k gold lead over their counterpart. We're kind of just waxing poetical right now. Lashback Foundation look like they are primed to take this map. 30 seconds till anyone is alive on the side of Team Elkay. And it's this Panda Boy all by himself, this lone Garen with way too much armor penetration and not enough tankiness. They will be outranged, blown up, pentakill given over to Jagan for his game of the night on his Briar. Nexus turrets will be slayed and felled. Nexus opened up. Lashback put themselves on the edge. One more game, and they will have gotten themselves into playoffs.
I think the problem is for LK is that Billy needs to step up like really well next game. I feel like these first 2 games he just hasn't stepped up. Like Joggin's just been, I mean, he just got a pentakill. Like Billy needs to step up. Like I feel like Panda Boys is winning so hard on side lane.
And it just doesn't feel like they're really playing around that to really let him push so hard that he actually fells an inhibitor turret or something like that to really put some pressure on them and threaten, you know, an in-game sequence. So they've got the advantage. I don't know if, let me check and see. if next game's roster has been confirmed yet. It has not. So we're going to have to find that out when we come back for draft. But at this point, it's a best of one. It's a best of one, Lucid. We walked in
Absolutely.
here with LK needing just one win to more or less confirm them for playoffs. And Lashback Foundation have toothed and clawed their way back into contention to take the playoffs. They're hungrier. And this isn't even another Briar pun. They are hungrier for the win tonight. And now LK, they've had some of their best on the map tonight, and it has not been enough. Billy, I don't even know if he's near his gameplay limits, and they've had Juggernaut in. They've had a high point value on their side with 160 some odd. One more game. Do they have it in them? And will the rosters be able to match up to what each team needs? Each team needs this next game. They need the win.
I'm hoping for a banger.
Alrighty, cracking the knuckles, everyone. That's a 2 out of 1 there at the top of your screens here. Lashback Foundation took game 2, and I've put us into a perfunctory situation, or a word like that. So, production is Sean has done the mathematics and has also had the teams discussing the mathematics of the actual point value that is behind the scenes, orchestrating and dictating who is and is not in certain rankings, and who is or is not going to playoffs. And right now, it's close. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
It's real close. I have been told to hold back, and we have a Ziggs. We have a Ziggs pick. So right now, Team LK is on the edge, and so is Lashback Foundation. Now everything has to get thrown at the wall, the cake, the ceiling fan, and the kitchen sink. Lucid, help me figure out what's going on in this draft, because I think it's about to go off.
Give me top. That's all I want.
That's all you want. Zhao, looking at you, buddy. You have a Pantheon. Feels a little standard here. Point value is favoring Lashback, or Team LK inside of this. Down to 147 inside of Lashback Foundation. Zhao up in the top lane. Crab Warrior in the mid lane. Jagan still available in the jungle. Actually, alright, that's what's flipped. The Briar is been taken away, but Loon's still in, and J-Web in for the bot lane. Veil Tower still in the mid lane. Billy's still in the jungle. Braun Pro has gone from bot to top lane. Scorpion for AD carry and Tricky Z in for support. So a decent rotation of players across the way. Jin now picked in for Team LK there on red side.
Oh, Church, quick note. Because I'm not sure if I've told you before, captains don't technically have to submit their roster in role order, as long as their players are in one of the 2 roles they can play. So Zhao's probably going mid and Crab Warrior is probably going top.
Okay.
Tony's a big fan of submitting out of order to throw teams off.
So I've been informed that Tony on Lashback Foundation on the blue side, left side of your screen, is a tricky boy. We are unsure.
Dirty cheater.
Dirty cheater, as some might call him. And we're going to find out where these things go, where these champions go, because now the Shyvana's in play. And I can't trust that Zhao's not trying to take this Ziggs top or in the middle. Crab Warrior's going top side. We're just going to have to wait to find out. It's kind of the best part about this Final Boss Draft League, where people are not locked into singular roles. They actually have 2 role options. And so, Lucid, thoughts on the Bard?
Not my favorite pick into their team, honestly. I don't really like it in particular. It's maybe good into Ziggs, but he's still like, if he's decent at Ziggs, he can probably just bomb away, get out of there, satchel out.
Feels like an easily grabbed kind of character.
Yeah, you could just blind it, but I mean, he picked it into a Blitzcrank, which isn't the best of matchups. But I mean, Tricky Z, I trust you. Whatever you do in the support role, it works. So do what you want.
As you please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Malphite will not see the light of day on this evening, on this season, on this day, whatever. He's banned. Now you get to see what else they're going to limit here, because now we've got ourselves Zhao in the top lane, a tier 2 player, has done very well in the mid lane. We saw him on that Vladimir in the first game, running rampant. I would like to think a similar disparity would be applying going against Braun Pro tier 3 player in the top lane. We're just got to see kind of... we're still waiting to figure out what kind of trickery is going to be afoot. The Renekton taken away by Lashback Foundation, limiting at least what aggressive options are available to Elkay. And then the Draven taken away from Loon. Final ban from Elkay. But no axe throwing will preside in this final match.
Alun's Draven is pretty good, so I'm not surprised that they banned it, but I'm thinking the Ziggs might be already bottom, but they could just be flushing with mid. So I want to see where that's going.
Still curious about what they're trying to do here. Final ban's going to be the Shen, so removing any cross-map play. And I feel like just kind of removing any dashing, easily jumping onto champions. Looking at it right now, I can't say there's a lot of engage available for either teams right now. Either a simple hook from J-Web is kind of the only option on the side of Lashback Foundation. The Ziggs is a pure backline, clear waves and walk away. Now, outside of Elkay, there isn't really too much for the Gen 2 route, unless if the Pantheon has already kind of jumped in and stunned up. There's not really anyone to kind of be in the brawl with him. And this Veigar is, again, just... there's 3 backliners here on the side of Elkay. They really need to get themselves a thicker sort of top laner or a jungler before the end of this draft. Fiora brought in for Zhao.
Rex in this game?
And a Kale for mid lane?
Yeah, it's mid lane.
It's like, would not be 80 carry Kale. It's probably going to be the Ziggs, right?
Oh, so it's Pantheon top. Okay.
I guess it's Pantheon top, and... or is the Sylas going top and the Pantheon's going into the jungle?
No,
I don't know.
I think it's Billy Silas. There's no way. I don't know why you would
does
willingly pick Silas into...
Do you see
Fiora.
Billy on Sylas often? I don't know, so I'm asking to see if you know.
It just doesn't make any sense. I think Pantheon has an easier time dealing with Fiora, and Silas just... it's notoriously bad into, like...
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Getting confirmation in. Alright, so that Ziggs is going bot side into Loon's hands. So Fiora in the top lane. Right? This is all correct here, production?
These are my guesses.
Ah, so production's not even sure where these champions are going right now. But these are our guesses. These are those that are piloting the champions as best as we guess. And best as we guess where they are going on the map. So... not too much to expound about other than I will say Kale as a late game on hit carry is absolutely incredible. And we're going to see how the teams pilot this. There's no one really tanky on either side of the map. So there's going to be a lot of death and a lot of people blowing up here as we get into game 3. Any final thoughts before we throw? Lucid?
I don't like last backs its draft too much, but they're just trying to go for the unique champ picks, which I get. I like Elkay's draft a lot more. I think they have a lot more firepower to them, if you will. I do want to see how the Shyvana plays. I think will probably be the biggest upside to what their draft is trying to accomplish.
Alrighty, with those parting thoughts, we will see you in a moment for the final game of the night here in Week 5 of the Final Boss Draft League. See you soon.
Alright, now I need to run the numbers to make sure they actually have 75 unique champs.
So, if Elkay picked unique champions, would they be...
No, they had 59 coming into today, so even if they got 15, they wouldn't have hit the breakpoint of 75.
But...
they needed to bold this game. That's what they needed to do.
I'm a little surprised there's no teams that were just like, yeah, we're just gonna bold like every game and just, like just min max
Some
the
teams kind of tried to at the beginning, and they had
right,
some hard games, and we're like,
right.
Bolding is just when you don't have any bans, or
Huh?
is that what bolding is?
Bold is where
Folding
you don't
is
have the
lose
first three
phase
bans.
bans.
Yeah.
And then if you win, you get +3 points.
Ah, I don't know. My team never used it.
What's your name again? STF?
Yeah, still team.
I think
yeah.
he used it a couple times. Not much.
I must have not been paying attention. Is there any way for Elkay to get any more points, or is that just it?
Now it's it. They had to bold. That was the last resort.
They
Wow.
should have just bolded.
Last chance saloon here, boys.
So
Yeah,
they
didn't.
did they
I
just
don't think
not know?
I don't think they were watching Lashback's unique champs. Like they had the information, I just don't think they were tracking it.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Hmm.
They lapse in judgment.
This league does have parts of it that lend more towards like, do you have enough nerds on your team to verify that you're even winning the league?
Yeah,
Something
you
like
have
that.
Projecki on your team or Ben Ass. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, this game just doesn't matter. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of. But they don't know that. Elkay doesn't know that.
Crazy.
That sucks. Honestly, like
It
if
does
they win
suck.
this game and they're like, "Oh my god, we made playoffs." And then
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
feel kind of bad. Like
No, hold on a minute.
I wanted to tell them ahead of time, like, yo, you guys need to bullet, but like, I can't do that. That's their job. I'm not.
Yeah,
allowed to
it's their
interfere
job
in
to
that.
know how to win. Yeah, it is their job to know how to win this damn league. And unfortunately,
I can't show bias in that.
Yeah,
I just
no.
have to let it happen. Unfortunately.
I would have told them. I thought they knew. I would have told them.
Yeah.
Oh, unlucky.
Woof.
Unfortunate. I'm running all the numbers for other teams' unique champions now. Wait, I think.
Alrighty, who else doesn't know but probably should know that they're on the edge and
Wow, this team 3-0'd while going for unique champions.
oh wow,
Who?
like all three games they didn't.
Juds.
Judge.
Yeah, they were going for unique champs and they just 3-0'd while they were doing it.
That's crazy. Like how many unique champs did they have per game?
Looks like 3 per game.
That's a good balance. That's a pretty good balance to say the least.
I mean, Oasis probably just didn't care about this week.
Maybe.
Handy Taco played all 3 games, so I mean, what do you
Yeah.
expect?
He was on random champs all 3 games too for the bonus. Yeah, they hit 76. They hit the bonus.
Okay, Human Fate went 3-16, bro. Like what?
That's crazy.
Were they going for unique champs? He went Rengar.
He went Rengar, so
They were going for unique champs too.
Ouch.
I mean, they got him. Yeah, that's why Human Fate's on a Kali Rengar. Yeah. Tongue's on Diana.
That's awkward. It's like way to get skill diffed on a first timer, like on a first time champ.
That's
wow, that
That's
hurts his
funny.
stats though. 6-11,
good thing the stats aren't working.
3-16,
Right?
1-6. Okay.
I mean, as soon as they're working, I still have the tourney codes. I'm gonna pump them all in. But for now, they aren't working.
That's gonna hurt his chances for elite guard, or whatever your significant is. Unlucky.
Yeah. Wait, they had unique champs at game 2, and they just kept going game 3. They ended with 80.
Yeah, we'll just keep it going.
Might as well.
What would be a good decision here? Keep going. Alrighty. No fear.
3-0. No, just keep picking unique champs, guys. Do your thing. Yeah, okay.
Nothing but.
Was Team Chaos going for it? Let's see. Does not look like it. Wait, maybe? I think they were.
Huh.
Did they hit it? Hold up. I think they did. Yeah, Team Chaos hit it too. A lot of the last day unique champ just sprinters, so though. That's funny. I didn't think that's how it would happen.
We're just last minuting it.
Yeah. Let's see if Jackie's team was going for it. They didn't have a Sparta go, so I assumed they would. Yeah, they definitely did. Yeah, Rudy played Quinn Jungle. They were going for it.
Quinn Jungle. It's not a thing.
Correct.
It's so not a thing. It sounds like such hell.
Well, they played it.
I need you to leash me through my entire first clear. Like, God.
They also just kept going after they had it. They just saw, we need to get unique champs. Okay. How many?
God.
We just keep picking them, we'll get it.
Just keep picking. We're about to get it.
How well thought out is the strategy? Nope.
What am I, a nerd?
I mean, Jackie, I would think would just say the exact number and they go for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
God, now I feel like I'm watching LAC. Catching me in the feels, man.
Alright, I'm loading in. The intro sequence did not work last time, so I'm not going to try it again.
I noticed. I was like, I'm going to give you a second so you can
I tried
both...
it.
Yeah, no, I gave you the space to both attempt and
I can try it
then-
again right now.
Sure, like, I don't care.
Why not?
It's me
right,
shutting
3,
up for an extra
2,
5 seconds.
1. Wait. My league crashed. Back to intermission.
Oh, I'm sorry. The cats are laughing on stage.
Yeah, I think you got you like the beginning of you laughing before we muted.
Glad I held my breath.
My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I held my breath like a professional.
Well done. All right, now we're in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. We are entering into the final game of the
crashed
night.
again.
And unfortunately, the League client has crashed once more. We're going to see if we can get that online. But right now, we are realizing that the novelty of cast being loaded onto the Rift here by Flashback Foundation is
There we go.
pretty crazy. Let's see here. There we go. Get ourselves on with some overlays. This looks much prettier and sharper than what we have to watch in normal games. We've missed a little bit of the early action. Can't say that too
It
much has
crashed again.
Did it
happened.
crash again? Oh,
Hold
gosh.
up. Who's in the game? I still on my friends list. Can I restart my client and try to join?
Yeah, I think it was doing that to me earlier yesterday as well.
Love Riot Games.
I had to sign out completely because it wouldn't let me click the middle of my screen anymore.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I'm just gonna put us back to a kick intermission. Okay.
We're muted, yeah?
Yeah.
He is when
Okay.
we're in intermission, we're all muted, but they did get to hear your half of the conversation with Ishan that whole time.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. When are we gonna get official content? You haven't done one since week 1.
Dude, we had so much planned, and all the people that are planned to do it just low key. They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball.
Thistle content? What?
Yeah, what happened to Tate? I feel like
official.
Tate was supposed to.
Like as in content produced by staff.
Oh, okay.
We had like a schedule planned out for like content, and it just didn't happen. I don't know. I'm gonna get on him next season for it. That was one of my things I wanted to get on him about.
Yeah, get your whip out.
Might have to.
Mm-hmm.
What's my whip sound?
Oh, Icebound, you can't make it today? That's 10 whippings. 10 lashings for you.
No, we were gonna. I think the content plan was weekly podcast from Tate and Domax, and then bi-weekly like highlight reels, which Josh is doing. He's gonna do the one after today, I think. And then on the off weeks of his highlight reels, he's gonna host like a Jeopardy show, like league-related questions.
The Jeopardy show.
Yeah, and then that didn't happen either.
Dude, I didn't even watch that content.
It was funny. It was so scuffed, but it was pretty funny. No, it's so funny because the whole time Josh was accidentally using Family Feud rules.
Oh my god.
When you say scuffed, I think you mean super scuffed, and that sounds
But
amazing.
It was content.
That sounds amazing.
At least
My
it was
comments
content.
This
We didn't
isn't
get
gonna work, by
content
the
for the
way.
whole season. It's not gonna work.
No, I've had this bug before.
That sucks. Do we have options or what? Like
Yeah, we do like a play-by-play.
Of nothing.
of what, bro? Like,
Us watching it only.
and what sucks is that we're sitting at this delay. It's 10:46 now. Usually the game's ending by 11. Oh,
Yeah,
we're in a rough
we
spot.
might just have to call the stream because this.
That's
this
fine.
isn't
The
working.
game didn't matter anyways.
Like this is my client right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
you have to restart your computer.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I've tried that before. It doesn't work till the game's over.
Balls.
Yeah.
We'd have to
We
we'd
can
have to
get
cast a,
hierarchs in here, maybe.
we'd have to cast
Do you
like
have-
a we'd have to cast like a
Oh, maybe we could.
you get higher
Josh
the
in
hierarchs
here,
option
and you
might
could stream
work.
it, and I could stream the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
that might work actually.
Add a watermark, and then there'll be 2 watermarks. Perfect.
But we're just going back to our scuffed roots, gentlemen.
Yep.
Don't hate the player, hate the developer.
Oh.
Riot Games, man, always ruining my stuff.
Yes. Specifically ruining your stuff. That's
My stuff.
as long as you take responsibility, you know.
I don't know if Josh is gonna have any of these players on his friends list. He might. I know I have a couple of them.
He probably has Scorp.
Maybe. I think he's more likely to have Billy.
Oh, Billy
Or,
for sure, because he's on a Final Boss team.
He's coaching one.
Okay, he's on a team.
Yeah. I don't know if I remember.
Actually, he's coaching one.
That was a lot of that was a series of well actuallys, and I'm just sitting here like, but he's still right. Like, what are you doing? Like,
For real.
Where is Josh?
Josh, the fuck are you? How are you not watching the stream and going like, what is wrong? How can I help?
Yeah.
Call yourself a co-owner.
To be fair, he's watching other games.
Fuck him.
Yeah, he usually watches all of them. Or tries to.
Fuck him.
Does he respond to you, or do I need to join his call? Because he's in call right now.
Yeah, go grab him.
Fuck him and those other games. I really hope I haven't offended anyone in these 5 weeks of shit talking in the green room.
I don't think you have.
I really hope not.
What's up?
Stream,
All right, hear me out.
stream the
Do you
game.
have anyone? Do you have anyone in this game on your friends list?
I'm not even. I'm in a league game.
Oh,
So
never mind.
that well.
How many
yeah,
minutes?
Yeah, how deep?
6 minutes.
Fuck.
All right, you can go back.
You've ruined the
Oh,
night.
Lucid.
Bye.
Lucid, do you have anyone on your friends list?
No.
You don't, Billy?
I don't have Billy on my friends list, and I don't have I actually don't even have
It's
anyone on
Scorp,
this game
no?
on my friends list in general.
You scored? Is it?
You don't have Scorp.
No score. We might just have to call the stream.
Yeah.
I guess at this point we can say that Lash makes it anyway.
Jesus.
Well, that sucks.
Hold on. It does suck a bit. I'm just.
The
yeah,
joke is
there's
that the
God.
winner was decided at the end of draft.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll talk. Okay, so Riot Games hates me and my client, so I'm not able to get in the game. So we're gonna have to call the stream early here. I guess I will just let you know we did have information going into the game that, based on the current point totals and the champions picked, Lashback Foundation would have hit their unique champion bonus after this game, and would have received enough points to, even if LK win, they would be dead even in points, and Lashback have the head-to-head because they are up 2-0. So I believe, unless I'm missing anything, Lashback have already made playoffs over LK. But we are going to have to call the stream early here, unfortunately. Client issues, I can't get into the game to spectate. So yeah. Any comments on this series before we call it, Church Lucid?
Shame on you, Tony, for being a nerd. Shame on you.
It's all your fault. It really is. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really wanted to
anyways.
see Zhao pilot this Kale. I'm inclined to friends these people so I can see what happened in this game, because holy roller coaster of actions that I would expect from this setup. So yeah, no, it's the night's ruined. My night's ruined entirely. I get to go to bed 10 minutes early. That's great, but you know, Rito and you have ruined my night, and I just want to express that out loud for everyone to hear.
Well put.
All right, I'm being asked to say it what I just said on stream one more time because I must have been talking fast or something. Lashback have already made playoffs, I believe, because even if LK wins, they get, so currently Lashback are up 3 points on LK. If LK wins, they get 10 points. Lashback, however, with these champion picks, have hit their unique champion bonus, which is plus 7 points. That puts them dead even in points overall, and Lashback, already up 2 in the series, have the head-to-head. So Lashback do have the playoff spot over LK, even if LK wins. So yeah, and my client won't let me in game, so with that, we're gonna have to call the stream early. And yep, that's it.
Okay,
for watching.
thanks. Love you. Bye.